Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life. And in today's video, I don't know, I just want to talk about this feeling that I've been having of basically like not, it's like this feeling that I have of not having any progress in my work. Mostly because I've had lots of stuff here and there that's not entirely connected, and I've been needing to do lots of small things. And basically, I've had this feeling of like scattered attention that I think has been affecting my mood a lot. And yeah, today particularly I suffered a lot from it because I know I have some deliverables that I need to tend to, and basically like the ideas were not clear in my head, and that affected my mood, how I felt about things, how I felt about making progress, just this lack of clarity because I felt that I had too many things going on, and like this feeling of overwhelm like basically just causes me to in some sense like want to tune out, and that's not the right approach at all. So I was suffering like suffering, I was like not feeling too well about that today, even though I did some pretty like productive things today because I did this knowledge sharing session with the team, which basically knowledge sharing for myself. So I had to learn whatever the concept was that I needed to teach the team and make a presentation about that in the span from yesterday to today. And basically I learned a lot, but also like was feeling super, I don't know, a bit, I mean, I wouldn't say as far as like I wouldn't go as far as to say burnt out, but yeah, a bit stressed, which I haven't been like. I think this is a feeling that I feel whenever I feel like I have too much on my plate and I'm not able to make sense of it in my head. And so I think today I took a step back to reflect and refocus. And actually, I've just done it today because I like right now because I was feeling a bit anxious about starting the day, so I was procrastinating. I was like about ending the day first, and then starting the day tomorrow with the right mindset, with the right approach to things. And basically, I just needed to get my thoughts in place. And basically, I think this for the rest of this quarter. So we're on October 25th, 26th. If you're actually counting the time, it's obviously past midnight, as it often is in these videos. The question is, when is it not past midnight? But anyway, I was basically trying to get ideas clear in my head about exactly what I need to do to focus on this quarter. And I think I'm gonna need to do some realignment of goals. I think I will probably need to reassess my 100 book 10x goal this quarter because I don't think that's something that I want to prioritize right now, because right now I think my main goal is just to deliver on the things that I need to deliver on for my promotion, and I need to do it by the end of this quarter. So I just basically put together a list of the things that I want to have done by the end of this quarter, and this list includes some deliverables that I need to complete, as well as some documents that I need to complete, which take lots of mental energy. And now that I have my explicit goals for the quarter, this is gonna be basically my my reference for anything that I do from here on out until the end of the quarter. And like this is gonna be my main focus. Like I'm just gonna be working on these things, and like I need to work on at least one of these items every workday, just to make sure that basically I'm on track for the goals that I have set for myself. And I think it's okay for me to shift from having this 100 book goal to like turning it back down to just having actually like a 52 book goal. So I'm 35 books down. I think that's a more reasonable goal, just for the circumstance that I'm in right now, where I'm trying to get a promotion at my job, and I think that goes that gets first dibs or a higher priority than than just trying to have 100 books this year. Maybe that would be a good goal for next year, or like maybe I can have I don't know, 90 books a quarter. No, that's too much. But like let's see, maybe next year one of the quarters would be like a reading focused quarter where I can actually just prioritize this. But for now, I want to focus on this goal of mine, which is to get promoted in my role. And I think that if I don't prioritize this, I'm gonna regret it. So I'm like completely shifting my focus, like as my number one priority. I mean, within my work hours, obviously, because I'm not gonna, for sure, I'm not gonna work on weekends, because weekends are for resting and learning about AI, and also reading and letting my mind wander. So this is just gonna be my focus during my work days. Like these are the things that I need to get through the line, and basically I've decided that I'm not accepting any other work-related commitments that I've been accepting over the past few days, like helping here and there the team. I mean, it's okay to help the team. It's just that I need to be more mindful of my deliverables and like basically have a better framework for prioritization, at least in the next 2 months. And basically my like I have just like a very clear list of deliverables that I need to make sure that is okay. And the fact that I have it all spelled out here in this little note, I think I mean I'm just gonna show it from afar. Basically, I split it up into 3 areas. So I have one of my areas of expertise in the team, some things related to that. One, so actually I need to maybe also like also add maybe some optional tags. Actually, let's not. Let's make this my 10x goal for the quarter. Like getting through all this list, getting every single thing on this list done, being my 10x goal, and like that will force me to basically revisit how I approach my work. And just like it reminds me of the days when I was in school, like when I would have just a list of homework assignments that I needed to get done. The list would be pretty long, but it needed to get done, so it would get done. And this is the same, this is my list of assignments. And I just need to, like, lots of these things are very simple. I just literally need focus time and, like, follow through that, okay, this is what needs to happen today. And, like, the reason that it cannot be pushed later is that I have to do this other thing tomorrow and I have to do this other thing the next day. So that's basically like the root cause of my procrastination, is that I didn't have clear expectations on what exactly I need to do to make happen. And by having these clear expectations, I'm able to, like, my mind just goes into focus mode and it's like, okay, now let's do this. Now let's do this. It's like just execution mode that's like super focused when I have a clear plan, a clear list of things that I know is covering everything that I need to make happen. And so, I mean, a few of these, it's okay not to, maybe for them not to be finished by the end of the quarter, but at least to have some substantial work done on these. But yeah, this this list is my commitment for the quarter that I'm making to myself. I think probably if my team sees this, they will say it's too much. But this is the commitment that I have with myself, and so this is what I'm committing to myself that I will do, no matter what it takes. I think it will be a good exercise, and in basically mental capacity expansion. So basically, from the fact that I am committing to making this happen, I will find a way to make this happen, and that will lead to lots of mental expansion in like the systems that I use to deal with the information that I need to deal with. And having this clarity is super helpful because now I have like a stack ranked goal list, and I think also framing this in terms of quarters is super helpful. Like one quarter I can focus on one thing, and this quarter it's gonna be this. Next quarter I will focus on something else, and that will be my main area of focus where I just keep everything else at maintenance level. And I think right now I'm just gonna keep everything else at maintenance level where I'm just getting inspired, like reading books just for inspiration, not just to finish them, and basically freeing up the mental capacity just to be able to deliver on these things that I said that I was going to deliver on, and just have this full on, all in commitment that, okay, this is what I need to do, this is the timeline, this is what it will take for me to do this, and just basically make sure to carve out enough deep thinking blocks throughout the week where I can just tackle these things head on, where I can just wake up, do this, start with one thing, and then do the other thing, and then do the other thing, just not being interrupted, and just like not being afraid of taking on these tasks, because I think the hardest part is starting, and I think that's what I've been delaying because of the lack of clarity on what I want to deliver. So now that it's all on this page, it's just gonna be, this is my holy grail for now, for this quarter. This is my list, and that's it. I'm not gonna allow the flow of meetings to dictate the work that I do, because I think that's a really bad way to prioritize. So I'm just gonna let this list dictate what I prioritize, regardless of the meetings that are coming up in the day. Because like over the past month, I think I've been letting the flow of meetings basically dictate what I prioritize, and I think that's not a good way to prioritize tasks. So I'm done doing that. I'm just gonna work from a proactive approach rather than a reactive approach, which I think I've been doing over the past month. Ever since I launched that big project, I think basically for a while my main focus was that big project, and then when it was launched, I had lots of small things to do. And not having this vision, this clear, immediate goal that needs to happen, that has urgency, basically guide my decision making, I think that has had as a consequence more, I don't know, more diluted attention, and basically poor poor prioritization on my end. So I'm just like basically deciding that I'm gonna be proactive about this, and that I'm not gonna let this happen like it happened to me in the past. So now I'm just setting clear goals that I have for myself, where I can just, okay, this is what I need to work on, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to prioritize, and just keep myself accountable to myself for making these things happen. So yeah, I'm super happy that I got the clarity on that today, because I was not feeling too good. I was feeling actually quite down because like like I had a misalignment between my intentions and basically my actions, and that was creating some cognitive dissonance from my end on executing on these tasks, and it's been affecting me. So I just tried to resolve it today. So hopefully with this, I will basically be able to prioritize better, or basically maybe like I'm willing to iterate and to just try to find the best way to get these results done, regardless of what stands in the way. So I'm just gonna like refocus my attention. These are the things that I need to focus on. These are the things that I need to deliver, and that's it. Let's just focus on those. Um, and by just having this clear vision, I think it will help me prioritize my work much better than I've been doing since that big project launch. So yeah, just trying to learn from this process, and like, how do I manage myself? How do I basically decide what's the best course of action, and then just follow through on it? I think that's a lesson that's worth learning, and I think that's something that will help me regardless of the path that my career takes, because I think it's very valuable skill to have, the skill to be able to be your own boss in some sense. Like, you decide what you need to make happen, and then you just go follow through on it. In this case, it's not me deciding. I do have some requirements to fulfill, but basically I'm taking ownership. And by taking ownership of this and like treating it as if I was the one that decided it, because uh, like I know that these things need to happen, so I'm just making the decision that this is what I need to make happen, and it's gonna be my own goal that I'm gonna push through, no matter what. So yeah, I think this will help me a bit better. So anyway, enough talking. Just trying to get through this one moment at a time, and whenever I'm feeling a sense of discomfort or not feeling good, I'm trying not to escape, to try to find ways to numb that or to escape it, but just to live it and then investigate why this is happening so that I can address it. And I think that has helped me basically today determine, okay, I know the root cause of this bad feeling that I've been having. It's related to my work. And it's basically my intuition and my body telling me that, okay, we need to figure something out here, and like, by doing it, hopefully I will be able uh, to be the high performing person that I can be, and to act in the high performing way that I know that I can act. So so yeah, that's that's what I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.